Some really good trades today in the stock index portfolio, up 2,600. I'm going to show you each trade that was taken. We have SR counter trend 2, E-mini S&P, small gain, market bought the pullback. We had this news event here about the trade war possibly being delayed till December for phase 1, and so the market sold off a little bit, but not really much. It felt big after the last 3 days of price action. This felt much bigger than it normally would because the ranges have gotten so narrow again. And so the narrow ranges go to the bulls, anticipating a gap up, but bought the dip, and not a lot of follow through. VIX is low, so profit target was much higher, but it exits at the end of the day, so not a huge gain on this one strategy. SR counter trend 2 NQ, same thing, buying the dip, getting out at the end of the day because the profit target was not hit. Tick count trend 2 1 minute, nice trade, bought this dip near the low, love this entry, and beautiful entry. This strategy has gone through a drawdown, but it's making up the last 3 days, is really doing well in this low volatility environment. So if you're looking for something low volatility environment and having a hard time trading, it is hard to trade this type of market environment, but this counter trend strategy, tick count trend 2, does well. It had previously gone through a drawdown when we had gone through some higher volatility, and by definition it doesn't trade during high volatility, but choppier markets and wider ranges it had a drawdown. Night trader, long for a couple of days now, anticipating a gap up, so like this trade on the long side. It's underwater right now. What else traded today? Gap continuation lost. It's a short, took short trades. Got short, stopped out, got short, stopped out. Hard to short this market, but one strategy that was very successful at it was stock index swing. NQ took the short trade, held it overnight, hit the profit target right here at the open on the first bar. Market rally, got short again, and hit the profit target again. So nice on the short side. It's nice when you have strategies that do well on the short side and the long side. The SR counter trends did well on the long side, so the rest of the trades today were SR counter trend strategies. SR counter trend 2 V2 1M, it hit 337.50 on the E-mini S&P. Again, just a protracted range, plus 285 on the E-mini Nasdaq on SR counter trend 2 V2 1M, and then the 5M version of that traded, hit a 312.50. Again, the profit target was higher, but the ranges are just, there's no extension on the trend. But because we got in on a counter trend move, there was enough room for us to make profits there on the NQ. 475, that actually did hit its profit target, has a $500 profit target, hit that profit target right at the end of the day, that last rally. And so there you go. And then SR counter trend 2 15-minute NQ. The ES didn't trade on the 15-minute, but the NQ did, same thing, 270. And those are the trades of the day. The M modified version of SR counter trend 2 V2 did not trade, but the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute on the V2 traded. So here are the trades in the spreadsheet, and I'm showing you the results here. And so when you sum up all these trades, you get plus 2,600 on the day, and this portfolio is up 5K on the month. And my collective 2 transmission is a little off, and so it doesn't reflect that, but these are what's reflected in the strategies for the stock index portfolio, plus 5K on the month. And I have the latest spreadsheet. I'll be adding it shortly. I'll show you that here as well. So here's the portfolio calculator. It is updated, and here are the results of all 30 strategies. So we're showing plus 5K on the month. This is updated through today, November the 6th. We previously showed you that October was down minus 307. There was an error in the spreadsheet, so it's plus 827. To me, it's not a big deal, minus 300, plus 800, but there was an error in the spreadsheet. Really looking forward to trading these numbers right here, plus 17K, plus 20K, plus 27K. Anything over 5K is what we really like to see these months where it's, 1700, 827. Not a big deal, in the months that are down minus 17,000, those are months that we don't like very much. Down minus 17, down minus 5, and and so those months happen sometimes, but we're really trading for plus 27K, plus 7K, and so the difference in October was that it was plus 827 instead of minus 302, and not a big difference really in my opinion, and not that the numbers we're trading for, these bigger four-figure up numbers per contract. And so I've just rebuilt this spreadsheet and I'm adding the strategies back to it, and so that's the reason why there were some errors before. And this strategy requires about 100K to trade the E-minis. 30 E-mini strategies, about 100K, but 10K per micro. So if you trade one micro, you could do this with 10K, two micros, 20K, three macros with 30K, and there's different pricing. The more contracts you trade, the more expensive this setup is, and you can find it at the stock index portfolio. So under market portfolios, you can see the stock index portfolio, learn more about the stock index portfolio, and it is right here. And this was the latest report through 10/25, and you can see it was up in October. It went through a drawdown and gave a lot of that back, and then now we're back up. So it's recovering from a drawdown, up 5K this month so far, and looking forward to a gap up tomorrow. Night Trader is in. You see that it was at its lowest low. It was down about minus, done at minus 800 on the day down here, and now it's all the way back to minus 150. It has a $700 profit target. So $850 from here, which is 17 points higher. A 3094.25 area up here is where the profit target is. So, all right, that's what we wanted to share with you today, the update for the stock index portfolio and how we're doing so far on this sixth day of November.